One of the biggest problems that's going to arrive within the next century or so is going to be our reliance on non-renewable energy. Some scientists say that we will run out of oil within the next 52 years, and in the next 150, we'll run our oil deposits completely out. A lot of people suggest that renewable energy would be the way to go.
The renewable energy
of wind and solar and other forms of sustainable energy.
Making solar products now.
But current renewable energy sources like wind and hydro energy are either too unreliable or cost too much for us to make an abundance of. And with renewable energy becoming the new hot button topic because of more pushes for green energy and things like the Green New Deal, the search for the best renewable energy is on. But the biggest and best source of green energy is something that we're already using. It's nuclear power. But the way we're going about it is all wrong. To understand why, let me first tell you about the science behind nuclear energy. Fuel rods comprised of uranium and or thorium are placed in water to create high pressure steams that go along and spin a turbine to start up the generator. The steam is then transferred back into cold water and put through a dematerializer to ensure the water is pure. It is then put back into the tank with the fuel rods to generate more energy. These rods generate energy by transforming some of the uranium into other elements. This is called nuclear fission. After each use, there starts to begin a buildup of what is known as fission products, and after about 4 years, they have to replace the rods to ensure it's running at maximum efficiency. And up until now, we've taken these rods and just put them in bins and stored them. This is where the current problem has arisen with nuclear energy. In the US alone, we have up to 250,000 tons of nuclear waste that has been kept in lead containers and kept away from anybody. This waste will remain for hundreds of thousands of years before it is safe. But here's where the new discoveries come into hand. We have recently found out about a new process which has allowed us to start a new form of nuclear energy by the name of nuclear recycling. The rods that are put into containers as nuclear waste are actually only about 4% fission products that are truly unusable. The rest is 95% uranium and 1% transuranic elements, which can still be used for fuel. But these fission products are thoroughly mixed with the reusable uranium, so we need chemistry to separate them out. This is where the new process comes in. It's called pyroprocessing and was found by Argonne National Laboratory in DC. Pyroprocessing uses electrical currents and chemical reactions to separate the useful material from the waste. We do this by chopping the fuel rods into small pieces and submerging them in vats of molten salt. When we run electrical current through it, it separates the leftover transuranics and forms crystals so we can use them to create new rods. We can then use these rods for another 4 years before having to redo the same process. And the leftover 4% fission products can be converted into a stable glass form to be safely stored away in a repository. This type of waste is safe even to hold with your bare hands as the uranium has been taken out. By turning it into this type of waste, we can reduce the number of years it takes to be stored from about 250,000 to only about 500. After this shortened time, it can then be disposed of without any harmful repercussions. By using this, we can power the US for thousands of years with only the uranium we've already mined. But the only problem with this new way of using nuclear energy is that we don't have the money needed to perfect this process quickly. The best way we can combat this energy crisis and end the debate on reusable energy is to fund these researchers, mainly either giving money directly to places like Argonne National Laboratory or getting the government to increase the budget given to research nuclear energy. If everyone in the US gave up 1 nickel to this type of research, it would be about $16 million going towards a reusable clean energy source. So please, donate now if you can, as anything will help secure a better and cleaner tomorrow.